Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to share with you how to create a Wix stunning website. So before we begin, there are some requirements that you need to have. Among them, you will be required to have the photos that you will use. The photos that you will use, like for my case here, I have a folder. So you need to create a folder and rename that folder to my website photos. Okay, so to create a folder, you can just right click on the screen, left click anywhere in the open space on the desktop, and then you can go to new and then new folder. You make a new folder. I already created one, so I have these photos that I'm going to use. So I'll use this just for samples. So these are the photos I'm going to use. Why do I say so? Because it will give you easy time when you are uploading or dragging the photos that you want. So it's good to sort them and have them at one place. So that's one thing that you need to have. Another thing you need to have, you need to have a working internet. That is, you need to have a working internet, and that is connected to the internet. Like in my case, I'm connected to the internet. And then you need to have the content. Okay, you need to have the content. I've already made my content, so I will show you my content. Like mine is already here, so I'll be using this content to add on my website. So these are the things that you need. First, you need the content. You need the hotspot or a Wi-Fi modem. You need photos that you'll use. Once you get the three, now we can go to our website. So you'll open the browser and log in your Gmail account. Okay, so you log in your Gmail account. Then after logging in your Gmail account, as already I've logged in, as you can see, I've logged in with my email. Now you'll go to Google. You just go to Google, and in Google type in Google Wixsite or Wix.com. Okay, so Wix.com. So it is Wix.com. This one. And the first one that starts with free website builder. This one, okay? The one that you're seeing on here. Good. Now we can click on it. When you open Wixsite, this is the first page you'll meet with. It is telling you the place to create professional websites. So this is the page you'll meet with, and this is the Wix page. So without wasting more time, let's go directly to getting started. So you click on the getting started button, okay, and you'll see this page, login, so you can sign up. So just click on, if you are new, that is if you don't have the account, you can sign it up. So it's already in the place of sign up. So you use Google, or you can type your email, type your email again, password, and type your password, and then you sign up, or you use Google. So I prefer this, sign up with Google. So I'll prefer to use this, and then I'll select my account. Like this one. I select that account. So I'm signing up with my account. So you see, I've already signed up. It's a short process. So you want to create a perfect website. So I'll skip this stage, because this one is just telling you what you want to do. So I'll skip this stage and come to this page. This is the most important page. Choose how you want to create your website. Okay, now let Wix add create a website for you. I'll not prefer this one, or I'll not recommend this one. I'll recommend a place where you can choose your website and then you can edit and make it your own. So you choose a website. It's more than 1,000 designs that you can choose. So let's choose template. Let's choose our template. Okay, I'll like success, so I'll want to use this. I really want to use this. This it is free, remember. So I like to use this. So when you see all these templates, you can select from the one that you want. And the most important thing you also need to note is that which template you want. If the template you want is not around here, you can go to, like, this one is all of the templates. So you can be specific and go to the specific one that you want from this area, and then you can just select from any that you like to pick from this area. Okay, as you can see. So in this case, I'll use this one. I'll use this template called success. So I'll click on edit. So it will take time, and then it will load the builder. So right now it's loading the builder, and you'll give it some time, as it's depending on your internet speed. My speed is a bit low, so it will load within some time, and then it will bring up the page. So just be patient. It will finalize, and good, it has loaded my page. So this is the page that these are templates that I need to work on. There is a video that will pop up. This one is just to give you a quick guide on how you will use it. So let's familiarize ourselves with this page and how we'll use this page. On the topmost view, we have the sites. That's after you save the site, you'll find them under the sites. Okay, so you can save your site here. You can preview your site and publish your sites. Okay, so you'll get the settings where you can connect to your domain. This is after you buy a domain name. Is when you get www dot the name of the project.com. So it's good to, if you can use this if you want to connect it to the, that's if you want to connect it to the domain, that is, you want to connect the specific name, because already we shall see the name that this Wixsite will generate to us just as we are using it. So there are tools. Then the tools, you'll see the grid lines, the rulers. The grid lines are these ones, and then we have the code. This one is advanced, so when you turn on this one, you can now code using HTML and develop your own layout without drag and drop. Then upgrade is when you want to pay for it, and then we have the save button. It will automatically save, but this is the undo button. Let's say you've done something, you've deleted a page erroneously, you can just click on undo and it will undo, and then you can preview. You can preview as you go and see how people will be seeing your site and how it will be looking as in the end product of the site. So these are the navigation bars that you shall be using to go through different parts of the page. And this one we shall be using for copy pasting. Like this one is for copying, this is for pasting, and this is for duplicating this, maybe the section that you've selected, and deleting the selection. We use mostly we shall use this keyboard settings to delete and move things around this page. So let's get started. So as you can see, a web page has menus here, and then it has, these menus are pages, like pages. These are pages that they will be taking. You have the home page, you have the about, you have the services, you have the blog, you have the contact. So these are the page about the blog. The most important one about the project that we are going to create today, we are going to create about home, we are going to create about us, we are going to create about programs and not services. And then we can have the blog just for chatting and raising some comments, and we can have the contact button. But the contact can come to the about. So let's delete everything from this page and start from scratch. So I'll double click on the menu, and once you double click on the menu, you'll see this one will pop up. Site menu will pop up, So I want to delete all these pages and remain with home alone, because that's where I'll start the development of this project. So let's start. So for you to delete this page, you'll go and click on this round button, this one. Just click on it to give you the option of delete. Just delete it, and then you come to the blog. We can delete. We shall create our own. So we delete it again. So it will tell you, do you want to delete? You just delete, or delete it, delete, and then delete again. Delete this one. Okay, fine. After we have deleted all those, we now need to, as you can see, all the menus have been deleted. So I'll move this. I'll minimize this first. So as you can see, all the menus that were up here were minimized. For us to add them, we just come and double click, we manage, and then we can add page. Okay, we can add page. If you want to rename it, you can just click on this round button, this button on the left, on the right of the menu itself, and then come to rename it. When you rename, after you rename it, you can say done. Okay. Now let's do another thing and delete all the stuffs that are in this page, so that we can have our own blank, purely blank page that we can develop. Now I'll start by deleting this information, because so you double click on it, on the information, you'll see that we have a line that will form. When you double click on this, you see that this section has been highlighted. You just press delete on your button, on your keyboard. So you have this again, double click, just click on it just once, and then press delete. Already it has deleted. So once you click on it, it selects, and then you just, like this one, click, as you can see, selected, and then press delete. It's deleted. So as you can see that our page is blank apart from this page that has contacts. Why? This one I don't need to delete it, because I'll just be editing it. So I'll just only wrap the information that is inside here. I'll be adding our own information. Okay, so I can also delete this tag here, so that I can say it was probably created by Wixsite. Okay, so it is at 2019, created by Wixsite CDC. Okay, so once you have deleted all the things, as you can see, our page is very blank. Okay, so only this is what is here. So I also need to delete this. I also need to delete this. If I need it, I'll add it. I can edit it first. If you don't want to delete it, you can just edit it because I'll be using it at one time. So I'll have to edit. When you want to edit, you'll see this this cursor. You can just double click on it and then place the cursor where you want to edit, and then say Wixsite CDC. Wixsite CDC. Do not worry about the height or the font size. I'm going to reduce it. So if you want to reduce a font size, you come and click on the heading, and if you go up, it will be bigger, and if you go down, it will be much smaller. Okay, so like that one is H4, H5, which is very small. So I'll go to H2, H4, at least that is better. So you use this. Okay, you can use this. The headings, as you can see, they are displaying here. This one is the largest. This one is the you see, this one is the largest that will be coming, and you can increase it, or you can use this. You decrease the font size or increase the font size. This is the easiest to use the font size pixel. When you increase the pixel, it grows in size, and you can drag it down here to make it a sizable font that you want to use. Like in this case, I'll use 56 or maybe 44, 43. Okay, fine. So we have it there. We can now go to another thing. We need to change the background. As you can see that the background is not good, so I'll double click in this space, this area, double click, and as you can see, this is strip background. This one is strip background. So when you click on strip background, this one, you can change this background here, and you can change it by clicking on that in this background, like double clicking on it in a free space in the background, like free space in the background, double click, and you'll see this. Then you can choose the image. Okay, so I want to customize it so that it can look like ours completely. So I'll come and upload. You'll allow me to upload some few images just to make this video brief because of my network. So I just want to show you the basics of how you upload the pictures and how you can use them. So I'll be repeating the use of the images I'll be uploading. So you minimize it, and you remember this folder. Do you remember this folder I told you to create? This one. So you open. So let me use this one. So I'll take some few photos from this folder that I had created this one. So this is the folder I had created. So I will drag. You can select them. Let me select some. Select this, select that, select this, and select this, so that I can just upload. I can upload them. To select this, you could just use control button. You press control button and click on the images you want to select. So I've selected 4. I'll use 4. So I'll copy the 4 images. As you can see, they are uploading all of them. All of them are being uploaded. So it will upload 4 images for me, and these are the ones that I'll be using for this site. So you give it time. Once it uploads, you can see it will tick. It will show you a tick that it has uploaded. The rest are big, so they're uploading slowly. So just be patient that it will upload. Remember, you need these images, so we need to change everything here. So we need to upload the images that we shall be using. So you can upload the best images you have. It's good to have high quality images, mostly to range between high pixels, that is 1280 by 1080, right? Yeah, HD, I mean HD photos. It will be very good to use HD photos. So in this case, let me use this one as my background. So I want to use this. I'll click on it and then say change background. Okay, as you can see, it has now changed the background. Okay, now this book now button, I think I should change the background again. So you click on the image, and let me use this one. This one seems okay, or rather this one seems okay, so I'll change the background. So I've changed the background. Yes, I've changed the background. Good. Now as you can see that I've changed the background. Now I can remove this book now button. I can just, because I don't need it here, I just delete. Oh, I just did some mistake, so I'll use the undo button. Okay, good, it is now back. So I'll click on the button itself, this button, this one, click on it. If it has selected, click on the button and then press delete on your keyboard. If you click here and press delete, it will delete the background. So if you made a mistake, you just come and click undo, so it will return you to the last action you did. So as you can see, our page is now blank, and there is a background that is here that we're using. So I think it's good time that we have this background moving. So it's a good thing that we make a slide where someone can come and see what we do at the project before they can go to other places. Remember, we are still on the home page. You have not added any other page. So on the home page is just what will make someone, you see this background, you can drag it here, can drag it down here. So I want to put, there's one thing I want you to understand, that the background, you can move it. You see, you can move this background up. This is the topmost, and you can move it down. Okay, you can move it down because I want to use this space here, to put a slider. I'll drag it down further so that it gives me space like that, and then I'll come to the add button, this add button. Okay, I'll click on add button and add an interactive, this one. So these ones are sliders, images that will be passing on. So I have this, so I'll use this one, movie shakers. So I'll use this slider. As you can see, the slider has come in, and remember, when you click on it, it will come at the bottom, but you have to drag it up to the top. You see, we need to bring it up to here, up to this place. Okay, so this is what you'll do to bring it up there. You will come here and double click on it, so it will be selected. So just click on it once it's selected, press the right key and drag it up. Okay, I'm dragging it up, so I'll drag it up to the place I find that, you see, it has come to this place, so I want to go far with it. So I'll continue. So as you can use this scroll bar, this one, you can use the scroll bar and go with it up again, and go with it up again and move up. So we'll continue moving up with it. You see, we are here now, so we move, we're taking the slider up. We need to take the slider up to this place there. Okay, so I'll take it again up more time. So I'm moving it, you know, I'm moving it up here, so I'll drag it. So I need to drag it up, so I'll come in again, move it. You see, it's now getting on top, so I'll drag it. So let me reduce the size. For you to reduce the size, you just come to this button up here, this one that is showing white, and then minimize it a little bit, and then click on it again and drag it up. Move with it up to the top. Okay, I want to take it here. I want to take this button, this slider here. You'll see how the slider looks like once we put in the images. This is the slider. So I'll bring it here. Okay, so once you do that, we can now enlarge this image, the background image. You can enlarge it. This one, you can enlarge it like that, so that it covers a big space. And this one, we just click so that it has good transition with that. So we have balanced it inside here. Remember, it can be dragged. You just click on it once and then you drag it. Okay, you can drag it. So I'm dragging it on top. So I want to fix it here in the correct place. Okay, make sure you balance well. You can just place it there, and then right there we go. So it is now in the right place. Now we need to change this writing. So just come and double click on the writings and change it. So I can say welcome to Wixsite. Okay, welcome to Wixsite. As you can see, this is black, and maybe you'll want it to be white. You just double click on it, on this text, and click on color, this one, color, and give it color white. Okay, here. So give it color. You can give it green, whatever you want, but I like, let me make it white. Okay, now remember the font size, so I can increase the font size a little bit. Welcome to Wixsite. Okay, good. Now we need to change this image that is in the background. Okay, so that instead of this, there will be the images of our students moving. As you open the slide, you can see the images moving here, one after the other. So So you double click on this and click on change slide background, this. So you double click in the slide, not on this name here in the open space. Double click, you'll see it will tell you slides. Okay, so you can change the slide backgrounds by clicking there. It will bring this. Okay, so now you can now change with the image. Remember the images I uploaded, so I'm going now to use this image to change the slide. So you see this one has already, so you can see that this one has already been created one image. Now I want them to be more images. You see, I want them to be more images. So this one I've just changed one. So when you double click here, this menu will appear. When you double click here, this menu will appear. You see, and we have slide 1, slide 2, slide 3. So this is slide 1. So we'll come to slide 2 again and click on it. When you click on slide 2, you see it has nothing. So again, you'll have to delete these writings and say something like anything you want, but something actually like say welcome or home of champions, home of innovators, yeah, home of innovators. So I'll choose another color which is white again. So you just come here and choose a color which is white. I like white, so you click on white. I think it has not. So double click on it and then you choose color white. Good. Color white, there we go. So I can increase the pixel a little bit, and then I will change this image the way I did to the other one. So you double click here and change the slide background, of which I'll select another image. I'll select this. I'll come to the image and choose this image and then say change background. So you'll see this one has already changed, and then I need to do it to the other slide. So I'll come again and say manage slides. Okay, so you double click, this way you get it. This way you get this menu. Like when you double click here, my battery is low. I have the charger right with me, so I just connect it. Good, there we go. I think we have connected to the power. Now when you want to get this menu, just double click on this slide and you'll see now we are on slide 2. So you want to add slide 3, okay, or change the slide 3. So click on slide 3 and you see this one has another slide. So another thing we shall say, I'll edit this and say make it happen is okay with me. So I only need to change the background image, okay, or rather, yeah, the background image. So I'll come to double click on the slide and then click on, okay, when you double click here, this one will automatically open. Double click here, this one will automatically open. So you just come to these arrows, then click, and then you come to the slides, and then you can rename the slides like what appears up here. So we need to change the image here. So you double click here, this one will appear up here. So you click on slide background, this one, okay, slide background, and then you pick an image. You'll pick another image, so I can pick this one and then click change. You see it has changed. Good. Now you can add as many as you can. Let's say you can add another slide. Just click new slide and it will come. Okay, it will have 4. Then you can also change the background of it just by clicking here, change background. Now there's one thing we need to also create here, so I will show you this one. So as you can see, we still have only one menu. We shall add that one later, but we need to add something here so that we can have our name. Okay, so let me just return what was here. Undo. So I want to change this to be Wixsite. So I'll double click on it. It will show me that highlight, and then I type here Wixsite CDC. Okay, Wixsite CDC, and then I can say home of champions, home of champions, okay, or something, or maybe a slogan, okay, more than conquerors or anything that you suggest that you can put there. So once you do that, another thing we need to do is to add our logo here. You see, we need to have a logo. So for you to add a logo, just come to add and select the image. Make sure your logo is saved as a PNG image or a JPEG image. So you click on the image, okay, on the image, and now you can my image uploads, okay, my image upload, you can see they're here. So I'll just click on this one. I'm using this one temporarily. So add to page. You see that the image will have added, it will be added on the page here. Okay, give it a minute to load. So the image will load here. You see it's loaded, so you can resize it by dragging the size. You see I'm dragging the size of this image. So once you drag the size of this image, you can now take it to this corner here. Okay, you can take it to this corner and drag it well so that it fits that corner and can be close to let me just redo, let me just undo. Yeah, so it can be here. Okay, now let's look at what we just created. Okay, let's just preview. Remember this button, so you click on preview. Okay, we just want to show you what we have created. So this so far what we've created. Okay, this so far what you have created. So when someone visits your site, you can see the logo, can see the your title, you can see the home of champions, and these images will be floating over here. They will be sliding over here, you see, so it makes it so eye-catching. And then you have other images that will be down here, and someone would feel attracted to your page or to be on your page. So this is just what you've created right now. So we need to go back to the editor and add page of about us, and add another page of our services. Okay, so let me just go back to editor and add the two pages so that we can wind up this video. So we back to the editor. Remember, you use this one to preview. To preview is how your site will look when you publish it. Okay, and then you can be back to editor if you want to continue. The preview will just give you a glimpse on what is wrong, what is not right, what is not in the place it's supposed to be, and so forth. So you can go back to the editor, like the way we are here now. So in this editor, we need to add pages. Remember, we only have home, so we come and double click on this home and say, just double click on this home button, this one, it will pop. You double click on the menu, this one here, up here. So, or you click on management, this one. Okay, you can use any. So I'll add a page, and the page I'm adding, I'm calling this page about us. Okay, about us. So I'll say done. So I can add another page, what to call our programs. Okay, I'll add another page called our programs. So you can add as many pages as you want. So this is done. So you can see that we have now about us and our program using. So those are the pages that we've added. So We need to add content to these about us and programs. As you can see, they are blank. They are all blank. They only have the contact down here. So for us to add content in our about us, this is what we need to do. We need to come and double click here, and then we go to the page that you want to add content, like this one. I want to add content here on about us. Okay, on about us here. For us to add content on about us page, we will use this button of add. Okay, so I'll give you two options for you to add content on this particular page, and then after the about us, I'll go to the program. So we go at about us. So you'll come to this button called add and click on add. I want you to be careful. This one, you'll find that you have all these things, menus here that you can add, but we are going to use a specific one called list and grids. This one, list and grids. Okay, we are going to use list and grids. This one, we are going to use this list and grids mostly when you are dealing with about us. So I'll come and select. You can select this one. So we shall use, I'll give you the example of both. So let me start with this one, because this is the about page. Okay, so I'll click on this. It has come. So when it comes like this, you have to enlarge. Remember, if you want to enlarge the anything on this Wixsite, you can use the drag this stretch, but the stretch buttons. As you can see, they are white balls or white shapes, round shapes on the sides, and also when you place it down here, you can drag it. So let's expand it first so that you can have it big enough. Okay, on the other side again. Okay, so let me push it to the top. So to push it on the top, just click on in between here and drag it up. So you drag the entire thing up, entire box up. So here we have dragged our page, and now I want to make it larger. So you'll be making larger on each shape, like this one. You double click, you just click on it like this, and then you can drag it. Okay, you can drag it down. You see they are getting larger. You can drag it to this length. Okay, so you can drag it to this length, so that now you can also change this color that is inside here. So for us to change this color, I'll double click here, and you can see you can choose any color you want to change, and you can change that color to none, to the color that we had before, and you can choose more. So for you to change this color, just double click in the empty space down here like this, and then you can change the background or change change the color. See, so you can change the color to white, change it to blue, change it to, use this one up here. You can change it to white, change it to gray, you can change it to this, but you can change it to this color, you can change it to any other color you want. Okay, so you can pick the colors from here. Okay, so we need to add in the first content here. I'll add about us and add contacts, that is our email, phone numbers. I'll add them on this first box. Here I'll add our mission statement, our vision statement, and this one I'll add our mission statement, and here I'll add our vision statement, and then we will preview to see how it looks like, and then also look at the other design. Okay, so let's start. If you want to edit any data, as we talked in the previous sections, you just double click where the content is, this one. So I want to click it, so you'll see it has selected. So I'll grab that and type about, type contacts, okay, contacts, and then I need to add data here. So I'll double click here, it will select, double click. So I will just double click here, it will select, then press backspace on my keyboard, and then I'll come to my content and take the contacts, these ones. I'll prefer you use smaller fonts, because if you use this font that I've used, you may get trouble. So I'll just want to reduce this font a little bit up to here. So I want to reduce, because I want just to pick this ICP name, address, this one. Okay, established in 2018, 2208, and then I will go home and minimize the font. This is Word document. You can do it in your content. You can still minimize on the net, but I just want to minimize it here because it will give me some easy time. So I'll select the data that I want to minimize and minimize it, and reduce the font. Okay, I think this one is okay with me. So this one is okay with me. So I'll Control C or copy and come back to this page here, and I'll paste this data here. Okay, as you can see, the data is pasted, but it has come with a black font. So I need to change my font now. This one, the black color. So I'll change the color by double clicking on this text area and selecting color white. Okay, so I have to select all of that data, that is Control A in that box, and then change the content of that data to the color I want, color white. Yes. Okay, so I'll change color white. I can make it bold. So as you can see, our content has been added to this. So I need to add content to this, add content to this, and add content to this. So I'll double click on the lifestyle and edit it to say double click on it. Then when you double click on it, ensure that it is selected like that, and then backspace, and then click and just type vision statement or vision statement. Okay, so this one you can also reduce the size between the gaps by just using a backspace. So I'll trim them a little bit so that they can be well represented. So I'll just reduce this. Good. I think it's now looking cool. We shall see it when we come to the final preview page. So vision statement, you can make it bold. So you double click and make it bold, and then you can also underline it. So it has underlined all the menus. And then in our vision statement, I'll copy the just double click on that box, ensure that it has highlighted blue all the contents like this, and then click backspace. Okay, that just press backspace on your keyboard, and then we come to our content and carry our vision statement, that is copy our vision statement like this. And this vision statement, Control C, I'll go and paste in this box here. So I'll place my cursor in the box and Control V. Okay, so I can increase this font to, let's say, can increase it to 35. So what will happen? Just the font, I'll increase it to 35. It will increase everything. So it's good just to work with the current font that they have given us, like this. Remember, you can still enlarge your box. So here we come and edit this to make it our mission statement. mission statement, and in this mission statement we are editing this backspace. Copy the mission statement from your content, Control C, paste it in this box area, text box area, this one, that's Control V. See, it is pasting. And then this one we need to make it our core values, so you edit this technology and type core values, and then you double click on the area, select the text, backspace, copy from your content the core values, your core values like ours, these are our core values. So I'll pick from this. So you can see they are not in the list way, so I'll make them like that. Make sure that they are in a list order. Then you come and paste it in the green box, that is in the text area. So you can see the color is not good enough, so you can just change the color by double clicking on the box, so that is all of it selected, or selecting it, the content in the box like this, and changing the color to white so that can fit you, your desires. So as you can see, it is white, and then it is okay. I've changed it to white, so I can make it also bolder. So these are core values. So let's just preview what you've done. Okay, let's just preview what you've done. So we'll preview it like this. Click preview up here and see how it will appear on the final products. This is how someone will be seeing our page on the internet. Okay, so this way, our role model, our core value, this is how our page will be seen. Okay, so you can come a home page. This is how our home page will be looking like. This is how our home page will be looking like. Okay, and then when they click about us, this is what they will be able to see. So this is what they will be able to see. Okay, this is how it will look like. I like this view. So I'll adopt this view, and then I'll come to our programs. Okay, so I want to come to our programs. As you can see, our programs is blank. We need to add content in this our program. So back to our editor, we will go to add button again, this add button, and then allow me also to go fast and just use the images that I have in the web, just because of time, for the interest of time, so that we can wind up this video. So I'll click on the first one. This is you'll go to the list and grids, and then I click on this first one. Okay, this is called repeaters. So I'll click on the first one. I've clicked on it. It has come. So as you can see, it has come. Okay, this is how it will look like. So I'll change this to our programs, the programs we offer. Let's say we have CSP. So there's one thing you need to note. If you just click here and then say delete, it will delete all the menus here. So for you to delete a specific menu, you need to double click on the menu that you've selected and ensure that it is blue, like that, selected, and then you can press backspace and type, like in this I'm going to use CSP CDSP programs. Okay, and then I'll also add skills that we do. So our program is CSP. Okay, CSP. So this is for those who have programs of CSP. Okay, CSP, CSP, that is for those who have CSP. And then you need to click information and give the information about the CSP. So double click and say this program does So add all that data that you can to add about this program here. Okay, so you can add as many data as you want here. Another thing is you can say started on. So instead of price here, we'll edit and say started on the date. Let's say 23rd 03 2019. Okay, so this you can put here the date started on 2019. Another thing you need to change is this image. So you double click and then you say change image, this change image, and then we have our files. So let me just use any. I'll use this and double click and just choose image. So you see my image will change. Okay, my image will change for that one. So I have CSP and my image has changed. So I have another program, I call it CDSP. Okay, so CDSP. Okay, so in CDSP you can also give information about CDSP. Double click and give information about CDSP, all the things you want to say about CDSP. You can remove this book now because you don't need to use this book now. So just remove it by selecting one and then pressing delete on your keyboard, and then it will have deleted. So then you can put the date that you started, maybe from 23rd 03 2019. You can put the date that you think that program started. Here again you will change the image, double click and then change the image, and then we shall use this image, and then you choose image. Okay, and then so we have changed the image. So we've changed the image, as you can see. We've changed the image, we've changed this image, we've changed this image. We don't have any other program. So what we shall do, we'll click here, we'll click on this one, we'll click around here, just in the free space. You see free space around these menus, and then we manage items. Okay, manage items, and then we'll delete item 3 because it has no program. So we shall just delete item 3. Okay, so item 3 has been deleted. So we have, so far we have 2 programs. These are our 2 programs, as you can see, that we have. So there is another thing that we like to share. You can change the background of this. So you can change it to this, you can put it to any background you want. You can choose it to an image or do any other thing that you want to do with the background. So for now I'll undo the changes and then just remain with the background that I have. So you can add something. If you have skills, you can just enlarge this one. That is, if you have other programs, you can stretch, you can adjust page. Like if you take your cursor down here, you see it saying adjust page height. So I can adjust the page height to create space for me to add another video. Okay, so I can add another video from here. I can add another grid like that. So I'll add them. I'll just click once. I have added. So here you can be talking about now these were programs. This one, the CDSP. Now here you can talk about the skills that you offer, different kind of skills using the same method that we have used to edit this. You can edit and describe your skills the way you want them to be. Okay, so let's remove this book. So you just click on book and then remove book. You see it has removed. Then there's price also. You can remove the price from here and put something you want. See, price has come up. So let's preview how this thing will look in the programs. So like this is our design. This is our design of how our page will look like. Just an example of how our page will look like. So when you come home, this is what you'll be facing. So this is what you'll be getting. When you come on about page, about us, this is what you'll be getting. and when you are coming to our programs, this is what you'll be getting. I think these are most important pages that we need to have on our page, that our page should not lack this. By this, someone will have known about us, what we do, and other things that we normally do at the project. So maybe if we can review, you can add more things that you want. You can add more pages depending on how you want to be, how you want it to do, how you want it to behave. Okay, so you can add as many as you want. You see, you can add as many as you want by clicking design. You see, so we can edit our menus by clicking the design button, this design button. Just click on design, and now we will have our cool menu. So you can select from this if you want them to appear like that, you want them to appear like this, you want them to appear like this, or you can go and be more creative and decorate them to be more appealing like this or like this. So let me use this for this time. You can use that one, or we can use this like that one. You can use this, you can use this, but I think there's one that has attracted me. This one has attracted me, so I'll click on this. And then now, after doing all this, you need to publish your site so that people can see them. So you publish your site by clicking the publish button, publish, and then the name that will appear here will be the name of the email address that you've created. So I can click and change to say Wesa Pefa CDC. Okay, and then you can either connect to your domain if you have domain, like www.wesapefa if you have bought the domain, but if you have not bought the domain, just save and continue. Okay, so it will take some time to publish, and then it will tell us that our site has been published successfully. So you see, our site has been published successfully. So I'll click done. Okay, so it's winding up, it's winding up the process. So as you can see, domain is now available, wesapefa.com. Get your domain, so you can get wesapefa.com if you want to upgrade, but now you can just click double done, done, and then we shall have done. So once you do this, you can now once you publish your site, you can now come and view the say done. You can come to the publish button here and then click view site, so you can view the site that you've published. So you're viewing the site that you published. See where Wesapefa CDC is here. See, so this is the site that you've been creating. Okay, so this is the site that you've been creating. So you can still make changes. You can still come here, like my menus, I don't like them, so I'll come and change the design of my menu and assign them other style of menu. I think these ones are good, and then I have assigned them, and then I publish. Okay, when I publish, it has been published. Now when I view my site and refresh my site, it will take the changes. You see, it has taken the changes. So these are my home page, about us. So this is my home page. So if someone opens the page, you'll see this. Okay, you'll see that. That's what they'll see. And then when they come to about us, this is what they will see. Okay, that's what they'll see. And when they come to about my programs, so this is what they will see about the programs. And then the blog is where they will chat. They'll be able to have a chat. But right now we didn't add our blog, so we didn't add a blog, so there was an internal error. So because we didn't connect to our blog, but we have our programs running well. We have, someone can see about what we do, what our programs are about. Can go to about, Someone can see about us, can go to home page, and someone can see all about our home page and what about them. So that is it in this lecture. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.